Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Soul Journey. My name is Beck, the Expansion Doula, and today we are doing another tarot unboxing. This tarot I have been looking at for probably over a year now. There's a couple energy shops that carry this in one of my favorite towns I like to visit, and every time I saw it, I was just really drawn to it. I've not looked at any of the artwork aside from what's on the box. But every time I see it, I want it. And so it's, oh, hello. So the other day, I was like, you know what? It's time. And I love the box. It's super cool. The box seems really nice. It's still got the plastic on it. This does have 82 cards, so that's interesting. And it's based off of tattoo art, and this was $30, and it's by US Games, and it looks like it came out in 2017, so it's a fairly new deck. So I'm going to get the plastic off of here, which conveniently there's like a little tiny tear in the plastic, so that's a win. I'm still waiting for the day when tarot decks don't have, plastic on them. That would be great. But this box is gorgeous. It's kind of a matte finish. And the box is really nice. So you can kind of see maybe a little better what the box looks like. It's looking beautiful. Alright, so I'm really excited. Like I said, I really have no idea the quality of this deck. I haven't researched it, nothing. So let's explore together. Ooh, already some exciting stuff. So we're gonna move this away. This is the box. It's black inside. I would say it's like a little less dense than like a Blue Angel deck, but this is still an amazing box. So I just love the colors of this. Super magic. All right, so it looks like this is a poster. Is this a poster? This is so exciting. Oh my god. Oh, it's a spread. Oh, I should hang this on my wall. That's super cool. It's a spread. So, the universe's advice for the present. So, they have all the cards here. This is so cool. Rose spread. Form a question or issue to explore in this spread. And, okay, that's super cool. So, I might just hang that on my wall just because I like tarot. But it's got the little thing on the side, so that's super cute. So it's literally a spread poster, so that's kind of fun. All right, now pulling on my scarf. Okay, so we have whoa, this is a really thick book. Wow, like look at this. Damn. All right, it looks, I don't really want to get into this because I don't want to ruin the cards, but it looks like it's super thorough. Let's see. So we've got, and this is by Lana Zellner. It's called 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot. It's dedication, thank you about the artist, creating the deck. So it's got a bunch of stuff in here. Getting started, blah, blah, blah. Oh, some behind the scenes stuff. Spit shading technique. The artwork of each card was created by hand with no digital enhancement. Very cool. Then you go into the major arcana, and then it looks like they have just as much information on each card. And it's got this key, so you can actually look up the cards really easily. Suit of Pentacles. All right, and then they've got some spreads. Okay. So that's the book. Let's see how many pages it is. 187. So this is a fairly meaty book. And I'll be curious to see if it lines up with the Rider Waite or not. Alright, so this is the deck. This is the bottom. It's like the cards are like that. Actually, they came the other way. But so it's got that. I would say this box looks like one of the more high-end boxes, but it is a little less, I don't want to say cheap because it's not cheap, but just a little less put together. So here's the deck. It's got plastic on it, so I'm gonna try to pull this off here. I'm curious about the quality of like the cards themselves, but the size is really cool. Let's see if I can get a wild unknown comparison. Alright. So here is the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot. And this is the Wild Unknown. So it's almost the same. This one is slightly bigger. And for height, they are like basically the same. So you get an idea. It is slightly bigger though. So you can kind of like see that there. So there's that. For those of you who care about such things. My tarot back. Okay. Now, what's interesting. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it, but there's this, but then there's also this like faint patterning on here. Let's look at the cardstock. The cardstock is fair. It's not crazy thick, but it's also not, you know, it's not, you know, super thin. So let's go through this deck. I'm super excited. Like I said, I haven't looked at this deck before, so I really have no idea what I'm getting into. So I don't know if I'm going to like it. I don't know if it's going to resonate. We shall see. Alrighty, so this is super out of order. What? Okay. I don't even know what's happening right now. Okay, this deck is super out of order. Is that like what it's supposed to be? I'm kind of confused actually. All right, so we're just gonna go through this because this is very confusing. Okay, so this looks like it's 9 of Wands. 3 of Cups. All right, this is already not what I'm expecting. The Star. 10 of Cups. So it looks like there is like a fairly traditional like style deck here in the sense of like this seems pretty Rider Waite. This is 5 of Coins. The Empress. Ooh, I really like that card. I actually really do like that card a lot. 8 of Coins. And notice it doesn't actually say it. You have to kind of like figure it out a little bit. Ace of Wands. Ooh, that's pretty. Ace of Swords. Ooh, 10 of Wands. Ooh, that's intense. That's almost like a 10 of Swords kind of energy. 2 of Swords. I'm trying to figure out like what the, you know, the method to the madness of this order of cards, because in the book it looks like they're, you know, in order. So I might even put this in order before I get it going, because this is just like making my OCD all kinds of crazy. King of Wands. Ooh, the Devil. Oh, that's intense. Oh, I guess there's some nudity in here. I'm curious about how this reads because I'm already whoa. Whoa. Alright, well now I see why this is 10 of Swords. Like, that was 10 of Wands, because this is freaking 10 of Swords. That's freaking gnarly. This deck is really intense. I have a feeling this is going to be a shadow deck. I'm curious about the messages that are coming through, because I'm already feeling like apprehension about this deck, just because like the art is fairly confronting. And Knight of Swords. Whoa. Temperance. Damn. Queen of Pentacles. Strength. Nine of Cups. That's interesting. Some of this art is like super mild and almost like to the point of like cartoonish, and then others are like super like crazy. This is Eight of Cups. See, like the difference in this art is really like, look at the two, like one's like super intense and dark and one's like, I almost want to say like Bible, like children's Bible story. It's an interesting combination. Page of Pentacles. I really do like this, actually. Death. Ooh. That's cool. I definitely like the darker art, like this style more. Judgment. Ooh. It's gnarly. Two of Coins. I like that. Look at those dancer muscles. Queen of Cups. Nine of Swords. Damn. The swords are fairly gnarly. Ooh, the Moon. Oh, see, I really like this. That's cool. Six of Cups. Yeah, see, these faces I'm not a huge fan of. I think it's the cup suit I'm not really a fan of, which is saying something because I really like the cups. The Magician. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Ooh, that's cool. Being a lady. This must be Wheel of Fortune. 8. Oh, no, it's Eight of Wands. Yeah, because the majors have the names, so this must be Eight of Wands. That's interesting. It's like I can feel the energy for the Eight of Wands in that, but I'm not really sure why. The Fool. Ooh, I like that. Oh, wow. I really like the wand suit in this. Four of Wands. Beautiful. I do like the size of the cards too. They're pretty cool. It's like, it's weird. It's like I'm apprehensive about this deck, but I'm also like really excited. Six of Swords. Seven of Cups. Ooh, I like that. Oh, like the fantasy almost. That's really cool. Justice. The Chariot. Not really sure why this is the Chariot. And that kind of Bible-y kind of thing going on. Queen of Swords. Five of Cups. Ooh. Interesting. Seven of Wands. Two of Wands. Oh my god, I love that. Some of this I'd totally have as art on my wall for sure. Five of Swords. I like the really abstract ones. Those are really cool. Two of Cups. I like that a lot. Wheel of Fortune. It's hard. It's like I can't tell how far through the deck I am just because like it's so out of order. Alright. A Page of Swords. The Tower. So this looks fairly like traditional Rider-Waite. So I'm curious about like the book, like what its deal is, if they kind of lean towards the normal traditional. Page of Wands. Eight of Swords. The Sun. Ooh, interesting. Sun's kind of a little creepy. Queen of Wands. The Lovers. Ooh. Ooh, that's fun. I like that a lot. The Hierophant. Oh, that's like super different. I'd almost like a whole deck in this style. That's kind of cool. Page of Cups. Ooh, pretty. Ace of Pentacles. That's interesting that this is the Ace of Pentacles, even though the deck is called 8 of Coins, 8 coins, and that's like the cover of like the thing. I was thinking that would be the 8 of Coins, but it is the Ace of Coins. 7 of Swords. That's playful. I like that. Four of Coins. Knight of Cups. King of Cups. Ooh. That's intense. The Emperor. That's intense. John Michael, stop messaging me. I'm trying to do a video. 3 of Swords. Interesting. Four of Swords. Huh. Interesting. 3 of Wands. That's really pretty. Ace of Cups. That's very like... Is that very like Thoth tarot? Kind of reminds me of that. I think it's the Thoth. 9 of Coins. The High Priestess. Oh my god, I love that so much. Yes. The World. The Hermit. Ooh, I actually really like that. I love this, like, the intuition in here and the guiding light. That's cool. 7 of Coins. 6 of Coins. 5 of Wands. King of Pentacles. 10 of Coins. Interesting. Not a huge fan of the face. The masculine faces in this deck. I really like the feminine ones though. 3 of Coins. Interesting. King of Swords. It's like almost like there's a similar style going through it, kind of, but then also like each card was almost like with a different idea in mind. Like it's almost like the cards go together, but they don't. 6 of Wands. The Hanged Man. Ooh. That's cool. 10 of Wands. Wait a minute. We had this at the first. This is the first card. Are there like options? Because like, that's like the same card. But there's supposed to be like 2 different, like, oh, and this is the star too. There's 2 star cards. What is even happening? That's the other star. That's so interesting. So do you get to like choose which one you want? 3 of Cups. Oh. There's 2 3 of Cups as well. Yeah, hold on. There should be 4 different cards. Oh, and here's another. Oh my god. This is a 10 of Cups. And this is a 3 of Cups. And this is a 3 of Cups. This deck is confusing the shit out of me. And I'm sure the book explains this, but I am just... What? I need to find out what's happening here. Wheel of Fortune. Alright, so I'm going to go through this deck and find what the, you know, because do they have, wait, what is this? This is, there's 2 Three of Cups cards. So let's go to the cups. And explore. Also, this deck is just freaking me out. So, like, they start with, like, the wands, which is, like, down here, and then the tabs, like, go up. So it's like, here's cups, and then here's swords. This is, like, super, like, fucking with my mind. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. So they don't have... Okay, so for instance, like, see how this is, like, 3 of Cups? This is not even in the book. It's just this one, which is right here. Okay, and then, oh, sorry. This is so... Okay, so I'm going to turn off the camera. I'm going to organize this deck because this is literally making my OC Virgo brain freak out. So I'm going to organize this, and I'm going to come back and tell you what's going on. And then we're going to pull a reading because this deck is blowing my freaking mind. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. The mystery has been solved. So essentially, I was looking through the book, and there's this technique called spit shading, and apparently tattoo artists use it, and it's literally where they use their spit to, like, work with the watercolor. And so for the first cards that she drew were done in pencil and marker. So as you can see, kind of like this. See how it's more of like pencil drawing, and this is like clearly marker. So she did that. Also, the order of the cards, which is down here. So this was like the first card she did. This was the third card she did. She decided that she didn't want she knew that her art was going to evolve as she went through the deck because it took 2 years. And this was, you know, this deck was about her art and learning how to do art in a more, you know, intense way and, you know, like getting better at her art. So she didn't want all the wands to be like her oldest art and then the pentacles to be like the best art. So, or, you know, like the most advanced. So she decided to have someone like pick a random card out of the deck, and that's the order she did it in. So that's actually the order that the deck was organized in, from the first card she did to the last card she did. That's why they were all out of order. I get why she did that artistically. However, personally, I'm not a fan of that because I like my decks energetically organized. That's how it feels good to me. So, like, artists can do whatever they want, and that's awesome. But personally, that just didn't, you know, that doesn't really work for me. But I get why she did it just, you know, as an artist. So the first, I think she said, let's see, I had it here. The first, let's see, the first 20 cards in the deck were completed with colored pencil and marker on a variety of paper types and sizes. All of the cards after that, and the first 4, which were recreated for this version of the deck, were completed with watercolors. And she goes into what type of watercolors. So the first 20 were done in this style. So the first, I guess, 4 cards she did, let's see if this, like, yes. So this is card number 1, this is card number 3, this is card number 2, and this is card number 4. So for some reason, she decided these cards needed to be redone. That's why there's 82 cards in the deck versus 74. So technically there are still 74 cards, but she had these other cards. I'm not gonna lie, the redos of the cards I do like a lot better. So I will definitely have these out of the deck. I think it's super cool that she has these. I think out of the 4, this one's my favorite. I also like the fact that the new card of this is a less traditional version of this card. This is very Rider-Waite, so I really like that. So I'm going to show you guys the redos of the card, and those cards will definitely be the ones that are in the deck. It also makes a lot of sense, like I was saying earlier, how some of the cards seem like they're a very different style. well, they are. So I'm going to go through and show you the differences. So this was the first card she did. And so I believe these were also the last card she did too, because this is 80, 81, 79, and 82. So almost the last, these were some of the last cards. So they went from being the first cards with her like least favorite art, I guess, to, you know, some of the newer ones. So this is actually the redo of that, which is pretty wild. It's almost identical, which is pretty cool. Some of these are not identical, but this one is. So there's that. Card number 2 was this one. Like the first two don't even have colors, which is really interesting. I wonder if she was originally playing that with black and white deck. This is what it turned into. I like this so much better, just because I think it's more unique to the deck. So that's that. The third card, let's see, was the Star. And again, I'm loving the new version of this. This is absolutely beautiful, but I definitely see how there is similarities here. Also note that this had just the words under it, whereas this is like in the art. So that's really cool. And the final one was 10 of Cups. And it was originally this one, which is definitely a more traditional, and she turned it into this one, which I definitely like a lot better. So you can still see the symbolism, but they are definitely different, and I really, really like that. So that's how it is. Obviously, if I had read the book, you know, before going through the deck, which is I think what she was planning, I would have known that. So these are the cards that will actually be going into my deck. So let's see, we've got the moon and we got the star. I'm gonna put it in here so I can have the deck in the right order. And yeah, I feel like, you know, it's one of those things where the artist has to do what's, you know, what's best for them, what they like the best for the, you know, for their art. I totally get that. As a card reader, we may have different needs, which is also okay. So I can appreciate why she did that. At the same time, you know, it's just, it's not my favorite, which is totally okay too. So I'm going to put these in the deck, and then I'm going to pull a few cards to see how this deck speaks, which is pretty exciting. So putting those back in. There we go. This feels so much better. I did notice too that the death card is the only one that doesn't have a number on it, which is cool, but it is 13. So see, this is number 12. You can see like the difference between this art versus like, you know, this art. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but you can definitely tell there's a quality shift. Or this is like, you know. Anyway, that's kind of cool. So anyway, I'm going to shuffle this deck. See how it shuffles. All right, let's see. I think I'm going to have a little cleanse cleanse. It's so funny how, you know, tarot readers are used to having things a certain way, and when they're not, it like shifts the energy so intensely. I think in some ways that's good for artists to know. I can appreciate the fact that it's the artist's work, and so they've created it, but at the same time, this is a product for tarot readers. So it is probably good to know what tarot readers like in their decks as well, and having that balance. So I did, you know, in the book, it is ordered in the correct tarot order. I don't want to feel like act like I'm harping on this, but it definitely threw me off enough where it's my Virgo. It's my Virgo Taurus dealing with some change issues, so, you know. All right, so let's see how this deck shuffles. It feels good. My hands are fairly small, so this deck is on the larger side, so it's definitely not, you know, as easy to shuffle for me, but that's just because my hands are small. This is definitely not the biggest deck I own. So I'm excited to see what this deck's energy is. So I'm going to pull some cards and I'll be right back. All right, so let's see how this deck reads. All right, the World. So I feel like a lot of us are coming to a renewal right now, and so a lot of things are being tied up, and things are, things that we have been working on for a while are coming to a close so that we can shift into a new space. What's helping with that is the Hanged Man. So a shift in perspective. So I think a lot of us are really, looking deep at our own beliefs and our stories around things and really starting to shift it. We're actually taking a moment and pausing and letting the stories that, no longer serve us shift. And that's what's creating this end of a chapter aspect. But a lot of us are working on that. A lot of us are shifting into a more positive, or more beneficial or more good feeling energy. And so this is really assisting that. What's hindering us is the Emperor. So a lack of organization, a lack of dedicated forward movement. We tend to be all over the place in some aspects. And so that's what's hindering us. So what's really going to assist us in this world, in this chapter closing, is creating more organization in our lives, being more aware of this Hanged Man and coming at that consciously. So then for our spirit cards, we have Knight of Pentacles. So again, this is a conscious plodding along, a conscious path making. We're not flying ahead. And so Spirit is bringing that awareness. King of Swords. So again, with this consciousness, we are being very clear with our thoughts. We're bringing in that organization, or rather, Spirit is guiding us to have more of that organization. The Emperor and King of Swords kind of remind me of each other a little bit. And then we have Eight of Wands, which is about swiftness. So this is happening quickly. Eight of Wands has definitely been coming up a lot. So this is a real shift that it is happening. This shift is, people are going to be feeling like this Hanged Man is really powerful right now. And then the last card here is Five of Cups. So there might be an aspect of sadness, and I'm really feeling this might be sadness about what we have been doing before. Like, it will feel so out of alignment that we'll be like, why did I do this? Like, why did that resonate? We're going to have maybe some guilt coming up around it, feeling some remorse or sadness. And that's totally okay. Let that mourning, that mourning energy come through. That's totally natural. So allow for that to come through and don't fight it. And for the main energy, we have the Tower. Wow, that's right there. So things are falling apart so that we can rebuild them. Old paradigms, old thought patterns are really going to be moved through very quickly. Again, with this Eight of Wands, that makes a lot of sense. So anyway, that is the reading. I feel like this deck is a little more gentle than I was thinking it was going to be, but it's definitely clear. But it definitely has a gentleness to it, which is really interesting because the art is very provocative. So I'm really excited to read with this deck. I definitely think it's a shadow work deck for sure, but that's about each reader and how things resonate with them. I think I'm really going to love this deck. I'm really glad I got it, and I feel like this is a really good deck for this time on our planet. So thank you so much for watching. If you like the deck, definitely comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you want to see more videos like this, or check out any of the other videos on my channel, definitely hit subscribe and hit the like button so I can know what kind of videos you guys are looking for. And if you want to get a personal reading from me, you can head over to my description where I have my Etsy shop where I do personal readings and other things, along with my other social media is down in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Namaste, many blessings, have a wonderful day, and don't forget, it is all about the soul journey. Bye!